Tory bus has already gone to Dean Cross.
Here, well done, Bradford.
It's already gone
Anyone
down.
here from Leeds?
Boo, awful Tory swine. Boo, boo.
Did you see it?
No, I can't, it's all blacked out windows. I don't know, she might come in a tank, I've no idea. Here I'm at Dean Clough still, and there's much panicking. Where we're going to go now? And there's one possibility down there. The flanks of cars coming, it's police, there's the press over there. I've seen some fancy cars go up towards that direction. There's a Tory bus in a different distance, the blue one, and of course. Oh, and she's brought a filing system for all the stuff that the media have to deal with at the end for the informative news reports later. Might have to go through there first, I suspect. Right, I'm going to wander on here and see what else is going on. There we are, there's the Tory bus. Strong and stable. What she'll look like today. I just heard a policeman on his radio halfway through conversation. I won't speculate about its overall meaning, but he said, well, after all, they are just protesting, aren't they? Just protesting, aren't they? Into his radio. So I don't know the context of that discussion, whether it's about making sure they're not seen or whatever. I want to speculate. Let's just go into this call, right? And up to the Prime Minister's entrance, I believe, was a little worker official I overheard. Now the media have been scurrying towards the new news that there is a protest. Oh, while they're hanging about for Mrs May, they've gone over to interview some people. I wonder if they're going to put them on the TV or not. It wouldn't be that surprising if they try not to, because the Home Secretary Amber Rudd was booed at the police conference yesterday, but this was not featured on any mainstream news. Now, ladies and gentlemen, is the media biased?
What's let you in?
Hey, hey, oh, Theresa May's got to go. It's just been the chant of the crowd that seems quickly growing out there. I've managed to get behind this cordon there, so I'm a bit loath to go in closer in case I end up on the other side of it. That's where my heart is. But I'm amongst these presumably Tory fellas. So we'll see if there's any coverage of this.
There's a liar, it's called apparently.
She's a liar, liar. What time's she arriving? Come in and then go out. They said we've got a meeting.
And here's the more secret venue just around the way, not far from the protest. But down there, we'll see a group of more special invited people than the public, the specially invited ones. Right, and round behind me I would speculate, they might find even this too dangerous, but there is, I've just turned back because of the reason why you shouldn't film playgroups, but it's a playgroup which I might imagine that Theresa might be speaking to some little children later. It's just my speculation, such are these things. Now, I may have a little look whether I can walk down there and not get stopped, because that looks the business to me. That looks where it's all happening. Alright, see you in a bit. Right, I suspect I may be removed from here. Oh no, look, there's already people in here. That's Unite the Union, which has got a banner in.
Excuse me?
Hello?
Oh, wait, sir, have you got any pass?
What do you mean, pass? It's a public
right,
place?
this isn't a public place, move.
Excuse me, I haven't done anything.
Move.
Is it a public place or not?
Public place, it's a private car park. We're allowing you access for a right, for peaceful protest. This is private and secure, you can't be in there, you shouldn't be in there.
Well, be aware that Amber Rudd was booed at the police conference yesterday. It wasn't on the news. It wasn't on the news. They're enemies to you as well. Right, well, I don't know how much you saw of that, but I've been pushed to the Unite official process now in this other bit of the car park, which I don't know, you should be able to see the end 0 hours contract there from Unite the Union, various police. I dare say that I might be unable to get out of this particular bit now, but we'll see. Okay. ITN News, I wonder if they'll cover it. TV News, it's all here. I thought I was going to get dragged out then. Couple marching towards you, just going for a gander over the railing. Yeah, a lot of cameras and national TV. Look at those satellites, modern technology beaming out the reality to the world. I wonder if they've noticed or overheard the various protests of people, Calderdale People's Assembly, called by them. Yes, and here we are, up north, where the working class believe that the Labour Party have abandoned them. Oh yeah. Well, I think that were New Labour, wasn't it? Yeah, I think that were New Labour. Now, what's it called, that party now? It's Labour Party now, isn't it? With perhaps its best leader ever. But, unfortunately, with half the MPs, or certainly a smaller proportion than half, I imagine, but some of them, praying that Labour don't get elected. Because along comes mandatory reselection. And then people go, hang on, you did this, you did that. That's a Blair thing, that's not a Labour Party thing, isn't it? And then it gets difficult for them. Anyway, so there we are, just to show you the protests at all entrances. She's got to get out and all. And here's some people in Defend HRI, Huddersfield Hospital service that's secondary closure under the Tories. They're on the wrong side there. I say it's difficult to find friends here, even on either side of the barrier. There's a guy being manhandled over there by police. Just to be better view. No, he's been dissuaded somewhat from coming in. So here we go. Yeah, be aware, ladies and gentlemen, that your news, the mainstream media, oh dear, when does it become like those nightmarish suggestions of what it's like under socialism, where the state controls the media? Ooh, well, guess what? Well, I've already told you, the Home Secretary were booed at the police's conference. They weren't on the news. Well,
special branch people told us we could go no further, and that if I use the megaphone, I will be going home tonight. So we live in a free country. Now, on Tuesday, we were in Huddersfield, and another leader of a political party, Jeremy Corbyn, came. And we were all welcome. Corbyn, 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 Corbyn.
of course, the Tories can't seem to get lots of folk out. It's strange. I know they say that's not the point, because the Conservative voters sit at home and vote. Well, unfortunately, they're sitting at home voting while being informed by the news, such as it is. Well, it's sad. I hope the young people in their lives can introduce them to social media and YouTube, it being the only place where the booing of Amber Rudd can be seen due to the control of the state. Oh, they do wish and hope they can get hold of social media, don't they, for our protection. They do wish and hope that they can clamp down on the internet in general.
And unfortunately that's when people get upset and angry. But anyhow, we know what the Tories' intentions are. They will have staged panic meetings. The members of the public will not be allowed to have conversations with them. He's going to launch a manifesto today that will take us back to the 1870s, and as we said in Huddersfield, we're quite happy with the 1970s, thank you very much.
support from the
Anyway,
cars.
once we were down there, we did have access to some of the news media, and it's gone out on Sky News today about the protesters disrupting Theresa May, who was delayed by an hour and is said to be upset by all you lot.
Hey, well there's the one for Sky News, eh? I can't quite spit out good for Rupert Murdoch. There we are, there's a chap holding some fox masks. That's a good policy, isn't it, Theresa? He's got a little fox mask. You might not be able to see him from there. Yeah, it's a lovely little fox mask. Because that's a really popular policy with those working class that have been left behind by Labour supposedly. Now May is the big friend of the working class. And now a great desire to cheer along the hunt as they go and chew up animals. That's a great priority, that. Maybe there to buy off some of the feudal bit of the ruling class in the discussions over Brexit. Yeah, you can have the fox hunting then. If you, I'll have that bit where we can punish people more. Stay with us until we can get folk punished properly. Right, we've moved down. SDO healthcare is what I heard earlier. Now certainly from the upper section I'm told can't walk down the path, but I should go into the car park. Now this still is the car park, but the cordon is on the other end of it. I have followed instructions somewhat, but yeah, so there's the protest. There's the police. Is that STO healthcare? Not sure, but certainly we don't want people coming down this way, I don't believe. Well, there we are. I may see you later and you may see this video, I'm not sure. Right, I've just heard from an eyewitness that she has gone in that door you see over there to the left of the bus. She sneaked in, came in quick, said the person, rushed in, and so she's gone in there. And as you can see in front, there are some protesters at this point. There are protesters back where I've come from. There are protesters up there. There are protesters around the other side. I wonder if any of this gets on the news about the unpopularity in Halifax of Mrs. Strong and Stable. All nice and loud for Teresa as she comes out. Not in welcome. See the Labour posters. Views have been, shall we say, mixed about Labour, haven't they? Certainly previously. And certainly the media try to spin that on, of course. Blame the policies, effectively, of Tony Blair on Jeremy Corbyn, how perverse. But there we go. Sorry sir, could I mean I won't film you if you don't want, but I'm just asking why you're here today, just what...
I'm a company director, I want to get some questions answered. Yeah. That's all, I just want to talk, I want to hear, I want to listen.
Well, it's meant to be a public democratic election, isn't it? So it's strange.
I'm just really, really disappointed and shocked.
Yeah, well, I'm not surprised.
This is what democracy's come to.
I know, it's stage managed. I've just been telling these officers here that Amber Rudd, the Home Secretary, were booed at the conference yesterday, but it wasn't on the news at all. It's on YouTube, but of course you're not allowed to see it on the main news because it's strong and stable government is what the pitch is. So it's a mind game. Every night, 6 o'clock on the TV, a mind game where the Home Secretary being booed by the police at the conference is not news. It's very strange. What these folks are well behind the police lines here at one of the entrances, which seem to be all covered by people who aren't really supporters. Although these have started off as curious observers, I can't see anyone who's a supporter. I've not talked to anyone who's a supporter. And there's the end 0 hours contracts of the United Union, clearly where they don't want it to be. And that's just that far away from where she is, the doorway just in front. People emerging from that doorway now. This is the top Conservative person. It's been very nice, but no, the public can't come. Prevented the company director that wanted to speak to Teresa from coming in, instructing his oppos there. Shane may be coming out soon by the look of this. Back to you. Coppers just run on there, cordoning the people that I was just stood with off. Just noticed a policeman just look right at me and start walking this way. So I just saunter calmly this way. I don't know which way she's going to turn out of there, so I might be going the wrong way. Let me just see. There to turn round, is he still following me? Don't know. More info later, unless it's all confiscated by the state. Further down there, the protest's still there. This may be a back entrance, of course, which or exit. I wonder where those limos are going to collect from. Right. Good, he walked past me, didn't tap me on the shoulder. There we go. More when there's more to say. Smallish group of police here. So coming out this way, there's more people turning up, isn't there? More curious people, yes. But again, I bet there's not many that support the Tories, to be honest. And those police officers, if there's some calls for reinforcements. There's another guy just wanting to walk down the public right away. Go, he's getting stopped. Nervous tapping on his phone there. The top Tory guy. Well, he's a fixer, isn't he? Might just be doing his job, eh? The police there. Bear him no personal malice. I dare say we'd fall out over the pint. But then, you know, what his party does results in many deaths, doesn't it? Because people get annoyed. Oh, here she comes. Boo! 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 Well, I did my best. It's all I could do, really. Right, she's just gone. It's terrible, isn't it, when you have to protect someone like that? I know it's your job, but someone like that stitching up the election, stitching up the coverage every night. When Amber Rudd, the Home Secretary, gets booed at police conference, and it's not shown on TV, well, when you wonder if you're being used politically. There we go. Well, I hope she had bother getting out other end, but unfortunately I think she won't have had much bother. We've had to spread out over a huge area. That end, you see banners in the distance. Here, and at the entrance, which is right over there, there are groups of protesters. So, you know, really, I have no doubt, there's been a terrible turnout for Conservative support today. Oh, terrible. But yet she's so popular. It's strange, isn't it? So the media tells us so very popular is Teresa, but every day she's on. Every day Jeremy Corbyn's on. New media, people look. And the grimacing and cringing performance that I don't doubt will be today on the news. That they have to show her, don't they? Even if they don't show much of the protests. The awful grimacing masquerading as joy and certain victory will be quite a spectacle. Right, see you later. As you saw, she's gone and she came this way. There's no way she's not unaware of the feelings of Halifax. At least the people that can. I know not everyone could get here. There's been thousands of messages of people who wanted to be here. But in short notice, a lot of people here from Halifax. Well, can the Tories do that? They only have those very rich people who might be taxed a bit more, who edit the news, who issue the instructions, who might be taxed a bit more by the Labour Party, might they, to fund things that save people's lives. Those editors are going to decide impartially, aren't they? They're going to just think about fairness, not their own class interests in the news they present to you every night. Poster. Well, there we are. I don't think there's a great deal like me staying behind post lines now. Unless there's some strange rules where the bogus trees are made were stripped out, I don't know.
Hello, sir.
Hiya.
What are you doing at the moment?
Protesters up there, you see the road's been blocked for the hoppos, I think, who are going to be coming out in the cars soon. Police officer's been very concerned for my safety and asked me to stand out off the road, of course. There we go, they've blocked all the road now. Right. Okay, more when we think more.
We're talking to these members, lads and lasses in West Yorkshire Police, and they're angry, and they've had their numbers to about 20%. They're having to take up the slack from mental health care, from the NHS, the courts, the police are having to take up that slack. There were a couple on from Edmund Bridge the other week at the conference, and they were telling you the police numbers have been slashed. They don't have the numbers to fight crime. They don't have the numbers to look after people in our society up here. There's a lot of people from Huddersfield as well, Teresa. They want to speak to you about their hospital. Why are you closing Huddersfield Royal Infirmary? Is there anything in your manifesto about that, Teresa? Hey, about funding for the NHS? Slow down. Slow
Police saying they could do with more numbers.
Tories out. Tories out.
Tories out.
Tories out. Tories out. Tories out. Tories out. Tories out. Tories out. Tories out. Tories out. Tories out.
There's a whole crowd coming from that direction. Look at this disruption. Oh dear.
There's a lot of people out here who want to talk to you about your manifesto, Teresa. There's a lot of nurses and police and public sector workers out here who are having their jobs cut. There's a lot of people from Huddersfield outside here today who've had their libraries cut, who are having their hospital cut. They want to speak to you about your manifesto, Teresa, and they want you to go on television and have the debate with Hillary Corbyn. Debate our manifesto, our Labour manifesto for the many, not the few, for the young lads and lasses on 0-hour contracts, for the old people having their pensions cut, for the sick people and disabled people who have their benefits slashed by your government.
Lovely little dog.
We want to talk about...
Oh no, we like doggies and cats on the internet. So here we are. So what's he saying for us? Sniffing out crimes against the NHS. Tories out. That's a clever doggy. Oh yeah. Alfie.
The sniffer dog.
This one.
It's common dog name in the country or something.
Is it?
We're outside Teresa, we're waiting for you. We're here to talk to you about your manifesto today. We're from the United Union, we're from Unison, the People's Assembly, the local Labour parties. We're the real people of Halifax, not in your way, in your places.
Right, well, they've suddenly cleared this road. They've unblocked it. I don't know what that means.
We'll speak to you about that manifesto today.
Check her out. Well, she's out. She's already out, so I don't know.
Allowing them to school their money and children, avoiding tax, where our services are put to the bone, where our lads and lasses are surviving on poverty pay, where disabled people have been driven to the brink of suicide by your cuts to disability living allowance and your attacks on working class people. Why don't you have that debate with us, Teresa? Come on and speak to the people like Mr. Corbyn does. So hey, ho, Teresa May has got to go, say hey, ho, Teresa May has got to go, say hey, ho, Teresa May has got to go, say hey, ho, Teresa May has got to go, say hey, ho, Teresa May has got to go, hey, ho, Teresa May has got to go, hey, ho, Teresa May has got to go. 0 hours, no way, make the greedy bosses pay. 0 hours, no way, make the greedy bosses pay. Come on, Teresa, chickens out here ready for you.
Put the Tory out.
If this manifesto's out standing up for the many, not the few greedy bankers and bosses who you're standing up for. Come out from behind that 10-foot wall. Come on, tell us what you're going to do about this thing around the corner. You're destroying our public services, Theresa May. You're taking away our hospital. Huddersfield's a town of 120,000 people. It's the same town as Kirkby. You imagine a town that big in the 21st century without an absolute emergency illness. It's absolutely disgraceful. People are going to die in Kirkby. They're going to die in Huddersfield trying to get to the hospital in Halifax. You have a currently you have an heart attack on a Friday afternoon. There's no way you're getting down the M62. People are going to die in this part of the world because of yours. As a direct result of your policies, Theresa May. So come out and speak to us. Come out and speak to us.
Oh, yeah, I didn't know.
Let's go on the road.
Come on and speak to the nurses on the other side of the road. Come on and speak to the Huddersfield people over there with the banner. We want to know what you're really going to do for working people. It's nothing. Said, hey, ho, Theresa May has got to go. Hey, ho, Theresa May has got to go. Hey, ho, Theresa May has got to go. Hey, ho, Theresa May has got to go.
Theresa May has got to go. Theresa May has got to go. Oh! Boo! 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 Treason!
Get in the car! Chicken! Chicken!
A brave revolutionary dog there. Well done, Pat.
Not a lot to lose, have I?
There's another one! There's another one!
Yeah, there's more coming.
Bloody hell.
Don't get arrested.
I've been threatened with the rest.
I know, I've been close. Ooh, that was exciting, wasn't it, ladies and gentlemen? Right, oh no, they have to do something else now, police. That worked. They didn't handle it right well there, did they? Oh dear. I tend to wander somewhere slightly away at this point because they want us to cross over. They wanted us to pen us again. These little steps here, I think, quite a good little spot. Right, there'll be lots to distract them away from me now. Might just have a peep. Peep round there. Ooh, they're all rubbernecking. Might be one dispatched to push me behind the. Oh, there's Patches. It's like a sore thumb there. I'm just going to go up the steps because she brought one of the political enforcers, as such as they don't know that they are today, the police. One of the political enforcers were down to stop the person with the placard. We may get in the way of the coach again. Oh dear. We're just concerned for his safety, but not, unfortunately, when you rush to hospital. Many a mile, because your emergency centre is now a centre of excellence, many miles away. Boo! 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 Rubbish! Boo! 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 Once again, did my best. I don't know if there's any more. Right. More when there's more. And here's another group coming over the hill there. Oh, they're overwhelmed by the Prime Minister's visit. They're all coming to, oops, not welcome her. I work in a college which is underfunded, constantly cut backs, constantly staff stretched, working more than they've ever done before, working to cover colleagues who've effectively lost their jobs, still the same work, not being able to do it properly, all affected by this. More than there's more. Right, there's some of the crowd coming into town now. Cars peeping in support. because we've heard she's doing a walk around in Halifax.
I'll see you.
I'll come round.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll see you back round there.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so they're going around looking down there. I don't know if they've got any special info. Now we're going to go by around Town Hall. Might just meet them up. Oof. You see those barriers there? That's what it'll get like. That's what it'll get like whenever any political representative appears. Supposed political representative. No, we're behind barriers like that next. Right, there we go. Right, see them? Still going, this crowd. The Tories out!
Get the Tories out!
How dare Theresa May come to our town?
Tories out! Liberate! Tories out! Liberate! Tories out! Liberate! Tories out! Liberate! Tories out! Liberate!
Oh, hunt for Chicken May. She's doing your pensions.
I know.
She's doing NHS.
I'm all for it. All my family were Labour supporters. This Pillock took over.
Why don't you like him?
Because he's an idiot. He's going to take us back to the 1970s.
You're just repeating something you've said on news. Have you read the manifesto?
Yeah,
Have you?
Yeah.
Well, what's wrong with it?
What's wrong with it? Where's he going to get all the money from? He won't tell us where the money's from.
He's produced a document. Have you looked at that?
He's a Pillock.
You're listening to experts. I understand that.
No.
You're listening to experts who are on a lot of money who are going to get hit in the pockets, aren't they?
Hey, I'm a pensioner.
I agree. I know.
Do you know what I do? And I've said to my family, we had a meeting about 6 weeks ago. We were all Labour supporters all through life.
Yeah.
We've all changed now since he
I know. Well, you need to look at social media
Yeah,
because
do you know what I said
the
to him?
editors that show you things are on a lot of money.
You've got McDonald bloody supporting the IRA. I had a friend killed over in bloody Belfast.
It's a tragedy, isn't it? But why did Britain occupy Ireland?
Well, why did bloody McDonald support the IRA?
Well, the right to self-determination of any country in international law. People can fight back against
troops and murder.
People can fight back against occupation in international law.
I support what you're doing. I'm all for people going out.
I know. I respect your opinion.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, please look at other sources, not just the main media.
No, I don't. I've got a brain up here.
No, I think you've adopted Andrew Marr, and you've adopted people like that.
Yeah.
But really, if the Tories get in, you watch what will happen.
Do you know what I was saying before even COVID took over? I've been saying for the last 5 years. I've said to my family, I get £200 a year. My wife, I get £200 a year for winter fuel payment.
Yeah.
I said, but it goes on like 90% of us pensions. It goes on bloody Christmas presents and wines. We don't need it.
That's the one bit of policy that you've seized upon.
Yeah,
right?
no, but the people that's going to get it.
Why not look at the real thing on redistribution?
But the people who are going to benefit from it are them that's never bloody worked. Foreigners coming in. There's no immigration policy. What is immigration policy?
Have you been up at the food bank recently?
Yeah, what is immigration policy?
It's to end when if you've not read the manifesto, have you?
He doesn't get
the free movement ends when we come out of Europe. It's not said we're not coming out of Europe, has he? That's in the manifesto. Read it again, please. Give it a chance.
I support people like you going out. I'm expressing the opinion. I think it's great.
Yeah.
But this fella.
He's the best Prime Minister that there could be in this country. Who was the only one that voted against the Iraq War out of the Lees lot?
Bloody Alice Mann.
Alice Mann was right, wasn't she?
Yes, Alice Mann and this bloody
Look what's happened with terrorism. Why not bomb a load of people? And they get angry, don't they? Forget religion. They get angry if people get bombed.
Should we go talking with them all and they won't bomb us?
There needs to be all sorts of actions. But if you bomb innocent people, like they would here, if you had an authoritarian government here and they just started bombing people, you get people driven towards them. And that's what's happened over the last, since 9/11. That's what's happened. Millions of people have died.
No,
that's the truth, though, isn't it?
No, what makes me laugh with all the, and you can take word for this. There's all these young kids in the 1939 40 went out to fight for Great Britain and everywhere else. What do the bullets from Iraq and all these young lads do? They're all coming here as asylum seekers. They should be staying in their own country.
There's a lot of people working as doctors. If you might be in hospital being treated by an Iraqi.
What about the millions coming into Greece? They should be working for the bloody, what do you call it?
After we've bombed the countries to bits.
Yeah, well, why don't they stay and fight them? Why don't
they stay and fight the British like they do in Ireland?
No, I'm talking about Syrians. Why don't these that's running from Iraq fight the IS?
Well, they do, don't they? They get killed.
Yeah, they're all running over here.
Who's been killed more? Muslims have been the biggest victims of ISIS. The Muslims hate ISIS. Let me know. I know lots of Muslims.
Yeah, I do. I know there's some good ones at all.
Good, yeah.
No, I know. But what they should have done is what our lads did in the 1940s. Stay in your own country, fight the bastards, and instead of running away.
I hope you'll be along my side when we have to fight these fascists. All right. Okay, difference of opinions. But there we go. Shake hands. Bit more time, eh? I think we could have persuaded him. Ever the optimist. All right, I'm off to find the rest of the crowd.
I'm just going to say very quickly, I'm so proud of the mobilisation that you guys have pulled off. What a fantastic thing in less than 24 hours we've had that. We've hit all of the news stations, they've all covered the protest today, and I think what we've sent a very clear message to everyone from here. So we're going to keep doing this campaign over the next few weeks. We're going to do all we can to make sure that on the 8th of June, the Tories are kicked out of office. It is possible, no matter what the media tell you. We are going to do this. Tories out. Thank you very much.
Not for the privileged and not for the few, but for every one of our citizens. And together, we, the Conservative Party, can build a better Britain.
She's a liar.